Good morning, and welcome to our Veterans Graduation Ceremony. I want to take a minute and explain the purpose of our ceremony this morning. In the history of America, there have been men and women who have joined the military and gone to war before completing their high school education. They have selflessly put others' freedoms before their own education. So, because of this bravery and this heroic acts for our country, we will be honoring 6 men this morning from our community or communities close to us who have enlisted in the military and fought for our freedoms before they finished high school. I'm going to tell you what they had to have done. They've had to have been honorably discharged from the armed forces of the United States of America. They have to have been have to currently be a resident of the state of Arkansas, and they have to have served a minimum of 18 consecutive months of active duty or have been honorably discharged. And all 6 gentlemen here today have met each of those criteria. At this time, I'm going to ask you all to please stand as the Salem VFW Post 9777 present the United States colors and remain standing as the Salem High School band plays the national anthem.
Ready? Post. Freeze in. Arms. Order. Arms.
You may be seated. I want to take just a moment and address our student body. I want each of you to understand that the men that are here before you today, this is what heroes look like. These men left high school to serve the country at a time when they should have been chasing girls. They were preparing for war. At an age when they should have been driving back roads with their buddies, they began driving military vehicles. At an age when they should have been starting their lives and families, they were defending the red, white, and blue. At the age when they should have been hunting and fishing with friends, they were training by shooting rifles and using military weapons. At an age when they should have been praying for a new truck, they were praying to survive. These selfless acts are what make these guys heroes. And today we want to recognize these men for their bravery and for putting others before themselves. So, gentlemen, I want to say on behalf of Salem Schools, thank you. I'm humbled to get to introduce these men to you. As I call your name, if you would please stand, and Mr. Cole and the band will perform your military branch's service song. Our first veteran served in the United States Navy, Mr. Geraldine Tharp. Mr. Tharp was born in Shelby, Illinois. He moved to the West Plains area at the age of 5. Like I said, he served in the United States Navy in the Vietnam War. His highest rank was E3. He enlisted January 5th, 1966, and was honorably discharged December 8th, 1969. He was decorated with the National Defense Service Medal, and his military job description was preparing planes and pre-flight inspections and prepared planes for pilots to be trained in. He was stationed on the USS Saratoga and was assigned to catapult maintenance. Dean is also, a little piece of information, he's the father of 6. And now we will honor Mr. Tharp with the playing of the Naval Service song, Anchors Aweigh. Salem High School, let's hear it for Mr. Tharp. The next 4 gentlemen I will introduce the same way, but I'm going to ask each of you 4, because you're in the same branch of the military, if you'll remain standing with each other until your service song has been played. First, Mr. Dewey Castle Covey. Mr. Covey was born in Manila, Arkansas, and was raised in the Fulton County area. He served in the United States Army in the Vietnam War. His highest rank was Private E2. He enlisted December 22nd, 1965, and he was honorably discharged September 2nd, 1966. He was decorated with the sharpshooter for rifle, and he was a driver on a self-propelled artillery vehicle. He's also a father of 2. Next, we have Mr. Ray Mask. Ray was born in Black Oak, Arkansas, and raised in Monette. He served in the United States Army in the Vietnam War. His highest rank was E5. He was enlisted November 30th, 1965, and he was honorably discharged November 29th, 1968. He was decorated with Good Conduct, National Defense. He was in the Tet Offensive in 1968, and he received the Purple Heart and Bronze Star. His job description in the military was construction engineer and combat engineer. Mr. Mask is a husband and a father of 1. Next we have Mr. Bobby Lee Roper. Mr. Roper was born in Wild Cherry, Arkansas, and raised in the Viola area. He served in the United States Army during the Korean War. His highest rank was corporal. He enlisted April of 1950 and was honorably discharged April of 1953. He was decorated with Golden Gloves in the Army. You don't want to get in a fight with this guy. He also received the highest marks in rifle in his company. His job description was infantry. And a little other information on him, he's a husband of 63 years and has 3 children. Next, we have William Joseph Strauss. Mr. Strauss was born in Chicago, Illinois in 1919. Now, don't do the math, I'm going to tell you. That's 98 years old. He was raised in the Chicago, Illinois area. He worked for the city after the military for 31 years. He served in the United States Army in World War II. He was at the Battle of the Bulge and Bridge of Remagen. His highest rank was T5. He was drafted in 1942. He was honorably discharged in October 1945. His military decorations include the Good Conduct Medal, Presidential Unit Emblem, Meritorious Unit Emblem, American Campaign Medal, World War II Victory Medal, Army of Occupation, European, African, Middle Eastern Theater Campaign, and the French Legion of Honor, which is the highest decoration to be given from the French military. He was a tank driver and a half-track driver. And Mr. Strauss is the father of four as well. We will honor Mr. Covey, Mr. Mask, and Mr. Roper and Mr. Strauss with the playing of the Army service song, Caissons Go Rolling Along. Let's give a big hand to Mr. Covey, Mr. Mask, Mr. Roper, and Mr. Strauss. Our final veteran served in the United States Marine Corps, Mr. Roger Lewis Billings. Mr. Billings was born in West Plains, Missouri, and was raised in the Kansas City, Missouri area. He served in the United States Marine Corps in the Vietnam War, and his highest rank was Sergeant E5. He enlisted April 19, 1967, and was honorably discharged March 10, 1970. His decorations include National Defense Service Medal, Vietnam Service Medal, Vietnam Campaign Medal, Combat Action Ribbon, Naval Commendation Medal with a Combat V, Silver Star Medal, Rifle Qualification Badge, Presidential Unit Citation, Vietnam Gallantry Medal, Good Conduct Medal, 2 other naval commendations, and was recommended for the Medal of Honor, but received the Silver Star, which in the Marine Corps is the 3rd highest medal. His job description for the military was infantry, and he is a father of 3. We will honor Mr. Billings with the playing of the United States Marine Corps service song, the Marine Hymn. Please give a big hand for Mr. Billings. Let's give a big hand to the band. It's a great job.
At this time, it is my honor to present the diplomas to our veteran graduates. Gentlemen, as you call your name, come up. Mr. Giltner will present you with your diploma. Come across, shake Mr. Bush's hand, and then make your way back to your chair. Geraldine Tharp. Dewey Castle Covey. Ray Mask. Bobby Lee Roper. William Joseph Strauss. Roger Lewis Billings.
Once again, I want to say thank you to our veterans. We're so thankful for what you've done for our country, for our freedoms. Let's give one more big hand for our veterans.
Students, thank you very much for your attendance today and for the being very good in attendance and acting in a very good manner. So this time I want 7th through 9th grade to make their way back to class with their teachers. Gentlemen, we would like to have a picture with the whole group and then families as well. So we'll stick around. We'll take care of that at the end.